Hi guys, this is Larissa and I'm here to talk to you about veganism. So first off, why did I become vegan? So for me, it was a matter of health. So I've been diagnosed with hypothyroidism and also insulin resistance. And although I was taking my medication like the doctor ordered, I was feeling worse and worse. So I started an elimination diet that started off with eliminating and reducing coffee, eliminating and reducing alcohol, and therefore I moved on to introducing more organic and natural foods. And then the second step that I did was to eliminate animal-based products. I started eating a little bit of grass-fed and cage-free poultry, and wild salmon. But what happened? A lot of these options they have hormones. So in the case where you have issues with your metabolism, you don't want to consume these products, right? So ultimately, when I didn't see any benefits in my health, I eliminated those. And then I started eating vegan from one day to another. And I've been vegan since like 7 months now. So by being adopting this lifestyle, I was able, first of all, I feel super more grounded and I was able to eliminate the consumption of medicine. So I no longer take anything for my hypothyroidism or my insulin resistance. And for me, this is a big deal because it was ruining my life. Also, there's this, it's like the ethical part of it. Like, if you consider what's the waste and the consumption of energy and water that goes into producing meat, then you will also consider this lifestyle. So I naturally started gravitating towards less processed options because I believe that I started to think, right? And I said, well, nature and our bodies are super smart and we have everything, or nature produces everything that we should be consuming. And if today you read the components of all the labels of these most processed foods that we have in store, some of them we don't even know what they are. And I don't think, my personal rationalization, like my personal thinking process was that I don't think that our bodies were made to process all these chemicals. And it is easy to see the correlation between illnesses and the appearance of all these processed foods. So it was very logical for me to think that maybe these were the kind of options or foods that were making me sick. So that was the basic for me to eliminate all of those products. Natural options that are basically organic and meal prep. So one of the key things that you have to watch out when you transition from being to eating your normal foods, omnivorous, to being a vegan is that you substitute these proteins, animal proteins that you're lacking for carbs. So you'll find yourself probably eating a lot of either rice or bread. So be careful not to go from one extreme, like eating your normal processed foods, to eating the other extreme, which is the junk food. There are a lot of options there that are vegan that are not necessarily healthy. You can find like chocolate cookies are totally vegan because they are made with non-animal products, but that doesn't mean that they are necessarily healthier for you. It is very natural to make your consumption of carbohydrates higher as you transition from a less animal protein diet to a more plant-based diet, so a higher plant-based diet. Also, what works for me is the fact that I am not an extremist. I don't think that if I someday only have the option to eat bread or, let's say, pasta that has eggs, if I eat it and there's nothing else, that I'm doing something bad. I am very flexible with my lifestyle. I try to keep it very simple and healthy. The simpler, the better. Less ingredients, the better. I try to keep that rule in mind. But for example, I've had instances where I'm traveling, I'm in a plane, and they only have vegetarian choices. and I'm in a 9-hour flight. So in these cases, what I do is I just apply my balance and my flexibility, and I eat what they have. One day is not gonna kill me, but whenever you have the chance to plan or to better plan your meals, do so. Well, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you keep getting the content. This was a brief introduction. I'm pretty sure that we're going to talk more about this topic as time goes forward. Thank you.